When the fish are biting and you need to know when, where, and how to catch them, well, you've come to the right place. North Carolina Saltwater Weekly, where we talk fishing. And now, from the beautiful beaches of southeastern North Carolina, please welcome your host and mine, Captain Cook.
Hey guys, Captain Cook here. So glad you could join me. Today we're here with a homemade nail knot tool. Now, I see these things, you can buy these things, but of course, I see something and I think I can make it, I will. So this is a 3D printed nail knot tool that I made. Actually did another one here, and these were done on separate printers. So this is done on an FDM printer, and this is done on an LCD printer, which prints with a liquid resin and much better detail, much better quality. So this is the one we're going to use today. And today what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to snell a hook with this homemade nail knot tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to snell this circle hook right here. Now circle hooks is all I use, and we're going to snell this one. Now one thing about this circle hook, you can see how it has an offset here, and there's a certain way you're going to have to feed your line through here if it's offset like this. Now there are circle hooks that are, the shank is straight, but this one's offset. So there's a certain way you got to do it. Now what we're going to use to do that with is some of this 50-pound fluorocarbon. And what I'm tying is a leader for a fish finding rig. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and get it cranked up. How about that? So we're going to take this, now what we don't want to do, we don't want to come in, we don't want to feed our line through like so, because we can look at it and see how that is. That just does not look right. So what you want to do is you want to come in, you want to start your line through the eye like so. And we can look how much better that looks, right? So let's go ahead and pull this out about, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches. We'll get our nail knot tool, and we'll go ahead and get it set up in here, just like so. We're going to put it right here, and then I'm going to rest my thumb right there and hold it in place. So there it goes. So now we're going to take our 50-pound, line, and we're going to wrap this 7 times back up that way. So we'll do it now. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just come around one for good measure. And then we're going to feed our line back through there, like so. Now see how I've got it now? Now I'm going to give it a good tug, just like so. All right, now we're done with the nail knot tool for now. Make sure everything's good and tight there. Spin that around just a little bit, get it lined up good on the back side. And we're going to pull her up this way, just like so. All right. Let's go ahead and pull this tight. We're going to take the nail knot again, the nail knot tool. We're going to lock it in like so. Grab our main line, and we're going to give it a good tug. Give it a good tug. There you go. So there you go. Now we'll come in here and cut this tag line off, like so. And there you go a nice snelled hook. Like I said, this is a leader for my fish finding rig. So on the other end, I'm going to put a barrel swivel. I'm going to feed it through like so. Like so. Then we'll go ahead and tie on. Don't need the nail knot tool for this. We'll go ahead and tie on the barrel swivel with that. Pull that. Wet it a little bit. Pull it good and tight. Cut off the tag line. As you can see, there it goes. Now, this is a good one. This is probably a close to what I like. It's probably a 10 or 11 inch. I like mine, 12 inches, and you can make them long as you want. So this is a leader for a fish finding rig. I'm gonna do a video on the aspects of the rest of how to tie this and use it for a fish finding rig. But just easy peasy, guys. I mean, you'll get a perfect snelled hook with a nail knot tool. And like I said, you can buy these, and there are several different types of nail knot tools that I've seen. And you can actually snell these. You don't need a tool. You don't need a tool. But this just makes it so much simpler. And you get good at it, you can't go wrong with it. You tie you a couple of these up, and I guarantee you that knot is not going anywhere. And the knot on the barrel swivel as well. So guys, that's what I've got today, just a homemade nail knot tool. And I can print these all day long. I'm gonna print some more of them and give them away to some people, and teach them how to use them a little bit. But there's so much, not just snelling a hook. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. I can put this barrel swivel in this end. You see how it's notched for a barrel swivel to fit in, and you can tie all kinds of knots with this thing, just not snelling a hook. I just thought I'd show you guys how I snell my hooks. And I've been good at snelling hooks, always have, but this makes it so much easier to snell them. And I really enjoyed this thing, really have enjoyed this thing. So guys, thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out, in the description box below is a link to my podcast, NC Saltwater Weekly. Of course, that stands for North Carolina Saltwater Weekly. And we talk about everything saltwater. If you want to know how to fish off the beach, fish off the pier, fish inshore, offshore, Gulf Stream, we talk about it all. But thank you guys for joining me. Hopefully we can get this YouTube channel back on track. Fishing season is fixing to open up. Temperatures coming up, and I hope that I can get out there a lot more. And of course, the pompano runs are going to start. I'm also going to do a video on a homemade pompano rig, and I hope you guys can join me. Again, I thank you so much for joining me. You guys take care. This is Captain Cook. I'll catch you guys later.
Well, that's going to about wrap up another week of North Carolina Saltwater Weekly. Be sure and tune back in with us, where we can keep you informed on the best places to cast, catch, and fish right here in beautiful southeastern North Carolina.